I'm Gary Nickerson,
And I'm Quinn Taggart.
and this is Outside My Window. Recently, the 15th annual Yarmouth Area Chamber of Commerce Business Awards were held at the Yarmouth Mariners Centre. The awards took an unplanned holiday due to COVID. We spoke with Carrie Muse, current president of the Chamber, about how she came to be in Yarmouth and her involvement with the Chamber.
I came here to be with my partner and now husband, Daniel Muse, 18 years ago, I guess it was. Came from Truro and would never leave. I just love it here. It's an amazing place to live, and I think the lakes and the ocean and the environment that we have here, a French English First Nations culture. It's just an amazing place to live.
So, how did you end up getting involved with Rotary and with the Chamber?
Actually, I can name a name. It was Neil Rogers that recruited me, and I had my husband and I had bought a Shell gas station in Arcadia, so I kind of got out of my recreation world and into this world of business. And Neil said, you need to become a Rotarian and join the Chamber. So I did that. I went on the board about 10 years of the Chamber, about 10 years ago, and haven't looked back. The Chamber here is we're now in a position where we're so active. It's been a real learning experience for me, and it's kind of interesting, Quinn, because during the pandemic, when most things were shutting down, we had our busiest 2 years, and we actually became the spot where PPE and testing was COVID tests were being given out, the only spot for a while in Yarmouth. And we were advising businesses on how to cope with the changing climate, and it was amazing to be in the Chamber during that time.
Now, you can't do a lot of what you're doing without some staff, and I know that you have a very small staff, but I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to them.
Oh, well, actually, for a small town chamber, we have a big staff. We have an excellent executive director, Rick Allwright, and he joined us, I think it's been 4 years now. He filled the big shoes of Matt Trask, who kind of really opened up some new options for the chamber. And Rick has brought a wealth of experience to our office, and we've expanded greatly with him at the helm. And also Tracy Otten is our admin assistant, and she's been fantastic. Tracy has she's taken over management of Credit Union Place, the day-to-day management, booking, cleaning, everything. She looks after all of that, as well as all our admin needs. And actually, she just attended the Canadian Chamber Conference on our behalf, along with our incoming president, Connor Adams. And she was the rock star there. They just loved her, and she learned so much. And we're so happy that she got to go to Ottawa and experience that, because when you see a national chamber conference, you really realize the impact of chambers of commerce across the country and how they can impact government decision making. And if I can tell you briefly that we put forward a motion that was accepted at 90% acceptance rate from all the chambers across the country to help with doctor recruitment and rural recruitment. So Tracy and Connor did a great job of selling that, having it accepted, and now the Canadian Chamber is mandated to take that to the federal government and say, look, the chambers feel this is a worthwhile effort, and that might become policy, or a law. So it's pretty cool, the influence that a small town chamber can have, and it's pretty exciting.
So, speaking of doctor recruitment, you took on the responsibility, I guess, of hiring and bringing in a community navigator. But is that typical for chambers, or is it sort of a pilot thing that we just sort of decided to jump on board with?
That's a pilot pilot project, and we were the very first chamber to do that. I think there are a few others now who are hosting the position, not necessarily in Nova Scotia, but in other provinces. But we were the first one, and Angie Green, our past president, she really challenged us to take on doctor recruitment as an issue because we saw it as a business issue. I mean, businesses can't attract people if there aren't physicians for those people. So it's a very vital part of business, and having a healthy community is and healthy employees. It's so important. So we felt that we had the skills and the resources within our office and within our community to do this, and we knew that the hospital needed help, and our medical community needed help. I mean, they're stretched to the max, and they needed the community side to help them sell Yarmouth to incoming physicians and resident doctors and medical students. So it was a huge learning curve. We've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on this, but it's paid off. It really has, and I'm at the point now where I'm going back to our funders and asking for continued funding. And I'm happy to tell you, Quinn, that I went to Argyle Council last week, and they not only supported us for another 3 years, but upped the funding by a third. So they're very happy with the work that we've been doing and the impact that the initiative has had.
Once again, Yarmouth sets the bar.
Yeah, yep, it's really exciting, and the business community has been part of it too. Especially, I want to give a shout out to Canadian Tire and Darcy DeSutter. He's upped his giving for the next 3 years too, and they've been a huge supporter of what we're doing in doctor recruitment.
When you're hiring in a doctor, it's not just the doctor. You're really kind of hiring the whole family, aren't you? Everything has to be taken into consideration.
Yep. A doctor's not going to stay if their family's not happy here and the community doesn't meet the needs. So we have lost doctors in the past because of that, because we didn't have a mosque, for example, or there wasn't the proper, school. And doctors come and go for very legitimate reasons. But when the doctor's family feels comfortable here, and the doctor themselves feel comfortable here and part of the community, it really makes it much more attractive to stay and practice in a rural area. And they begin to see the benefits, of practicing in a rural area where you can, live on a lake just minutes from a hospital. And the hospital is so much a part of the community, and we have an amazing hospital foundation that supports our hospital. So it's really neat to see, especially young doctors when they come. And we've had young doctors come who say, "Oh yeah, I'll never stay here." And guess what? 3 or 4 years later, they're practicing here. They love it. They've taken up surfing, or married into the community and are raising kids here. And it's so exciting. The art scene. I mean, it's an amazing place, and it's really fun to see those relationships develop and recruit somebody to come here. So, yeah.
Recently, the business awards, they got relaunched. You had to take a unplanned couple of years off, but you were able to get things off the ground and held it recently at the Mariner Center. What can you say about that? Like, what's the importance of doing an event like that?
Well, I think the importance has always been recognizing the efforts of businesses that are, kind of going above and beyond. And that recognition from your own community is very satisfying, and from your peers, it feels really good, and it's stimulating to businesses. But after the pandemic, I mean, coming back together, it was exciting just to be together in a big crowd and recognize, what we've been through as a business community and what we've survived. and getting back together to celebrate. And it's really neat to see how many nominations we had. We had over 200 nominations, Quinn, for awards this year. And the participation on that end was just amazing. So it felt so good to all be back together in the room and celebrating. And you know, it's nice to have winners, but I think everyone there just felt like, hey, we did it. We're here. We're moving forward and we're strong. So it was a great feeling.
And attendance-wise, we were one of the largest gatherings, I take it?
Yeah. I mean, we're a small town, and we have a bigger chamber awards than Halifax, and I think Charlottetown might be bigger than us, but they're a city, man. Like we're doing amazing to have 360 people come out and celebrate together, and have a fun night. It's so fun.
With 13 awards in a variety of categories, 3 of them are People's Choice. Let's have a listen to the ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 15th Annual Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce Business Awards. Please welcome to the stage your Master of Ceremonies, Wade Cleveland.
Welcome, everybody. It's the 15th Annual Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce Business Awards, presented by RBC and Grant Thornton. Isn't it great to be here? Isn't it amazing? I think it's fantastic, and look at you, you look great. There's over 300 of us, around 340, which makes us the biggest in terms of attendance of any of the Chamber Awards in Nova Scotia. Think about that. We have got ourselves an amazing chamber. Now, it's been 3 years since we've been together, and so it is absolutely fantastic to be back here after missing a couple of years with the pandemic. And tonight we are celebrating you, the nominees from within our business community. It's Small Business Week right now, which is fantastic. It couldn't be a better time to celebrate. If you don't know me, I'm Wade Cleveland. I am a counselor for the town of Yarmouth. I am the chair of the management board for this beautiful facility, the Mariners facility. More about that a little bit later on because we're pretty excited. And I also work for an organization called Ignite. And if you've never seen Ignite or never heard of Ignite before, Ignite is a rural innovation hub. So we encourage rural innovation. We work with startups. We have an area where startups can incubate. We work with youth. We put entrepreneurs and industry together. We work with the community. It's a very exciting place. And if you want to find out more about Ignite, feel free to come and drop over and see us on Main Street. We're at 208 Main, and I'm happy to talk about it anytime you want to. So I want to introduce you now to my co-host. You may know her from the last few times this event was hosted, and you may recognize her voice as the weekend voice of CJLS. Ladies and gentlemen, Candace Phibbs.
I'd like to start by acknowledging that we are on the unceded lands of the Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This year, once again, we have sold out, as Wade mentioned, over 300 tickets sold, and this is made possible with the great support of all our sponsors and all of you who have come out to join us this evening. The support has been amazing. Coming out of a global pandemic, the Chamber hopes this makes it a great night and that you're ready to have a great night. And look around you, how about this venue? Let's give a hand to the staff of the Mariner Center, the Chamber staff, and the volunteers. They transformed this arena into this amazing venue in less than 24 hours, and it looks fantastic.
Absolutely. Now tonight our meal is being prepared by the team from Argyler Restaurant, the Argyler Lodge, and they're being assisted by a group of volunteers from the Yarmouth Wesleyan Church who will be doing much of the serving. So thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge the Wesleyan Church volunteers. They do an amazing job, great part of our community. We'd like to welcome the dignitaries we have with us tonight. First off, we're representing the town of Yarmouth, Mayor Pam Mood. and I suppose myself. Warden John Cunningham is here. Councillor Nick Hilton of the Municipality of the District of Yarmouth. Excellent. Thank you all for being here. And I'm very pleased now to welcome to the stage Carrie Muse, who is the president of the Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce. Let's have a hand.
Good evening, everyone. We're back, and I'm so excited to be here. I leaked to Wade earlier that I had done some checking, and we are the largest chamber awards in Nova Scotia. And I'm going to check and make sure we're not the largest in the Maritimes, because Yarmouth does everything large, and I love that about us. It's awesome. Huge thank you to our sponsors tonight. You're such an integral part of this show and an event. And RBC and Grant Thornton, I think you've been there from day one as our platinum sponsors, and we really, really appreciate that. So thanks for being here tonight. It's good to meet you guys. Staff has changed at so many places in the last 2 years. It's like, who's that? You know, so it's good to put faces to names and see everybody back here. I especially want to welcome all the members of the Chamber of Commerce. We can do what we do because you are members, and that's so important to us. It allows us to function, it allows us to have staff, and staff is key to having a great and active chamber. We have a wonderful volunteer board, but we're all busy people, and the staff takes our ideas and our wishes and helps us move those into action. So we're very lucky that way. We prop each other up. We educate each other. There's so many people in this audience that have things to teach other businesses, and we're going to be doing a lot of that in the next couple of years now that we're back out in the public. So look for some exciting events coming in the future in that way. I'm so proud of the work that our chamber has done in the past 3 years. The last time we were all together, we were given an amazing gift of a donation from Coastal Financial Credit Union, sorry. And today we, the chamber, are the operators and managers of a $1 million facility, very close to the hospital. Now, that night when we announced it, I think if you were here, you remember how exciting it was, and we didn't know what we were doing at that time, and the whole plan changed. But with the help of a lot of local contractors, especially Gary in Construction and Coastal Financial, and a lot of people who contributed, other businesses that contributed as well, we were able to build a facility that will impact this area for decades to come. Thanks to everyone in this room who helped create this asset. It's jam-packed with doctors and medical learners and residents and locums. Tracy from our office manages the facility, and it's incredible how many people we've moved through there already. And it's raised our profile big time in the recruitment world. Just before we started this venture, we went 18 months without having a site visit. Nobody came here to look at Yarmouth. In the past 4 weeks, we've had 5 doctors here, including one last night, who we took to Wild Roots, which was fantastic. And we had a nice group of people talking to this young gentleman from New Hampshire, and we impressed him. And I want to thank everyone who's involved in this. And last night, Councillor Nick Hilton joined us. And just to have those young people joining us, and other doctors were there. And it's so important that we do this as a community, and we are doing it as a community. It's very exciting. And on the down low, we have a couple of resident doctors here tonight. So this is a recruitment dinner, okay? Everybody, you're having fun, okay? Yep. So we are, in many ways, the little chamber that could. We just sent 2 people, Tracy Otten, our admin assistant, went to Ottawa, and she took our future president, Connor Adams, with her. He'll be president in March. And she whipped up support for a proposal that was made by Angie Green, and it passed with 90%. So all the details are on our Facebook site, but it's about tax credits for rural doctors and recruiting doctors here. And it was written by Angie Green, and it's fantastic. We got, to get 90% approval from Calgary and BC and all the other provinces, that's amazing for a little chamber like Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, but that passed with flying colors. And I really want to thank Connor for going. That was out of his comfort zone, and he stood up there and he presented to all of the Canadian chambers. And we're the little chamber that could, so it's awesome. Huge credit. In the last 2 years of COVID, there's been a lot of federal and provincial grants that have gone through. And our executive director, Rick Allwright, can write a grant proposal with his eyes closed. And he was able to secure us hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants. We built a musical playground that's now around town. We're doing some more exciting events that kind of incorporate Main Street, and just keep an eye out, because there's so many things we're doing behind the scenes and helping to advance business, and especially our business core downtown. It's fantastic. Rick, we couldn't be the chamber that we are without you. I always say Rick and Candace are our best import ever. They're just phenomenal. So we're so lucky to have a dedicated workhorse and with big ideas and big dreams, and it makes us think outside our box and do big things. So it's wonderful. It's a pleasure to be on a board with such supportive staff. So thank you, Tracy, Rick, and Chelsea, for all that you do for us and being so dedicated to our clientele. When COVID ramped up, the importance of the chamber really came to light, and in weird ways. We were disseminating information all the time, but at some point, we, the Chamber of Commerce, were the only people giving out PPE and COVID testing for the whole community. And we were like, what? Chamber of Commerce? But that's what we were doing, and we got paid to do it. So it's really weird the turns we've taken in the last 2 years, but it's definitely amped up our skills and our resources and our connections with the community. We made a lot of great connections that way. I just want to briefly talk to you about our journey with doctor recruitment. This was 3.5 years ago that we started this, and we were the only chamber around, and there's a couple now getting into it, but still we're really on the forefront of this. There are other communities doing it, but not necessarily chambers. So we were able, with the support from the Hospital Foundation, who's our major funder, the province, 4 municipalities, including Barrington, and Canadian Tire, we hired a fantastic recruiter, Rebecca Rose, and she's here tonight. And let's give her a hand. So after 3.5 years, we are at a net gain of 16 physicians. And that is amazing, because there's a lot of communities in this province and this country who at our net loss of many, many. So where we would be without these efforts, I'm really not sure. But Rebecca's worked tirelessly. We have a committee that supports her that's worked really well together. And most importantly, our physicians and our medical staff has bought in as well. And physicians recruit physicians, and they are doing a fantastic job of working with us, and we really appreciate their support in this journey. And we have a way to go, but I really think that we'll get there. One of the things that I want to talk to you tonight about is something that we don't pay a lot of attention to, but in order for all of our businesses to do well and survive, especially in a small town, we need our media. And And we're very lucky to have some talented media people in this area. We're very lucky to have a radio station which pays attention to us, and we have some great announcers, some of whom are here tonight. And we still have a newspaper, so we're getting, news and stories. And that helps us to tell our stories and sell our businesses and impact the community. And we've never given an award for a media person at the Chamber Awards. But we have a media talent that you're all aware of, a talented writer and a reporter and a dedicated citizen. And right now she's taking us on a journey with her. She's having a hard time, and she has an addicted child. And she's been very open about that and taking us on that journey with the permission of her child. I think she's an absolutely phenomenal writer. And every story she covers, she puts her all into it. I mentioned this to one person. They said, she's killing it. She is still killing it. So tonight, I'm going rogue here. My board doesn't even know I'm doing this, but I'm starting a media award. And we're going to give the first one to Tina Camo-Surratt. Now, I kind of hinted to Tina that I really needed her to be here tonight, but because of her circumstances, she can't leave home. So we're going to bring this to her, tell her why, tell her we support her, and next year we'll have another winner. But I just feel that the media needs to be supported, and there's such a tool to embrace here. So without further ado, we're going to give out some awards. Thank you, everyone who nominated. We had over 200 nominations. That's phenomenal. And everyone who is nominated is a winner tonight. But we did have to pick people, so keep an eye out for my folder that's coming around. And thank you very much.
Script? What script? We don't need scripts. All right. Thank you, Carrie, for that. That was amazing and really heartwarming, too, with very thoughtful with Tina. That's amazing. Everybody, do what you can to support the local chamber. Our local chamber is like no other. We lead, and it's an amazing thing. So anyway, this evening would not take place without the support of our many sponsors, and we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support of this event and their belief in the important role that the Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce plays in bettering the community. And we're very pleased to have Grant Thornton and RBC as our long-standing presenting sponsors of this event. And the support of both companies to the business community and the community at large is very much appreciated. So we're going to bring up someone from each of those organizations right now, and I'll begin by inviting Tammy Collins of RBC up to say a few words. Tammy, let's have a big hand for you.
Good evening, everyone. Award finalists, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so pleased to be here with my RBC colleagues. Congratulate tonight's esteemed nominees for the 2022 Chamber of Commerce Business Awards. This is my first time attending this event in Yarmouth, and I've been looking forward to it all week. I've heard it is an incredible night celebrating the accomplishments of the talented businesses and business people from this area. And an event like this doesn't run itself, so I'd like to thank the Chamber for all you do to organize it, because I know there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. You know, one of my favorite parts of my job is getting out. I cover an area from Church Point to West Pubnico and all points in between. Usually these visits are with a full schedule of meetings with clients and employees, but by far the highlight is meeting with business clients and entrepreneurs. Your vision and direction have shaped the success of your company. You have developed and executed impactful strategies and achieved your intended results. I'm often asked what I believe is one of the strongest competitive advantages we have in this region. Without a doubt, I feel it's our workforce. Educated, highly skilled, engaged employees who are committed to helping move your company in a positive direction. So job well done to the employees of the businesses represented here tonight. As you know well, business leaders invest their heart and soul into nurturing their business. This takes time and the support of friends, family, and mentors, which means a lot. Balancing work and family it's a constant juggling act that I'm not sure anyone has perfected 100%. But what I do know is that your nomination here tonight means that you've had a lot of support along the way from the people that matter most. This is their celebration too. Many of you here tonight are RBC clients, so you know that RBC, our vision is to help our clients thrive and communities prosper. We also proudly serve approximately 1 in every 4 business clients in Nova Scotia. When you deal with more business owners than any other financial institution, you have a vested interest in helping this sector prosper. Our commercial and personal banking team in this region are devoted to just that, to helping you achieve your someday. That could be starting a new business, maintaining your current business, or expanding into new markets. But it can also be what you'd like to achieve someday outside the business context, whether it's seeing your children go to the university or college, saving for a trip of a lifetime, building that retirement home, or just leaving a legacy. We're here to provide you with the financial advice to help you make your someday happen. But in closing, we are very excited to be part of tonight's celebration. To the nominees who are other RBC clients, thank you for your business and your loyalty, and we look forward to continuing our role as one of your trusted advisors. And to all the nominees, thank you for contributing to the success of the business community, and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Tammy. That's Tammy Collins of RBC. Next, I would like to invite Gloria Banks, Principal of Grant Thornton, to come forward. Gloria?
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to celebrate business excellence tonight. As you've already heard, I'm Gloria Banks, a principal at the Grant Thornton office in Yarmouth. I'm also a privileged member of the Chamber's Board of Directors, and I'm privileged to be able to work with many leaders every day who are dedicated to doing more for our community. Grant Thornton is honored to be a co-presenting sponsor with the Royal Bank. We both understand the importance of community events such as this. These awards have been a long-standing tradition to recognize our peers and to show the importance of the strong business community that we do have. Partnering with organizations like the Chamber of Commerce allows us to support our business in a very meaningful way. Tonight, I'm pleased to see so many different types of industries and services represented. I also see innovators, advocates, and collaborators who are passionate about supporting the people who make up the fabric of our community. The entrepreneurs and businesses nominated tonight go about their work without fanfare, yet with a focus on providing quality services and products to the customers and the clients that they serve. They are known for their reliability, great service, professionalism, and a desire for excellence. The future holds many opportunities, and everyone is working together to build on the foundation of excellence that we already have in our community. The recent unveiling of a new monument to recognize one of our greatest community leaders, Jim McLeod, and the renaming of Alma Square to Jim McLeod Square is a reminder of this. If we all can take a small piece of what Jim accomplished in his lifetime and give it back to our community, I have no doubt that we will meet any future obstacles head on. Tonight is also an opportunity to reflect on all the things that we can be grateful for. We have a supporting community network of members that get together whenever there's an issue and they come up with a resolution. We've heard some of those stories already tonight. So after 2 long years of virtual celebrations, we have some catching up to do. So thank you to the Chamber and congratulations to everyone who's been nominated this evening, and I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gloria, for those great words. And again, thank you so much to Grant Thornton and RBC for your continued support of the event. So one more time, let's make some noise. If you'd please join me in giving them a round of applause. They've been here since the beginning. We'd also like to thank our gold partners, CJLS, CBDC Yarmouth, the Bank of Montreal, and Conrad Hurlbert LeBlanc. And let's have a hand for them as well. We have an amazing amount of nominations, and everybody's a winner as far as I'm concerned. All right, our first award of the evening is for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. It's sponsored by TriStar Industries. I'd like to ask Blair Cuttrow to come to the stage to present the award. Now, the nominee can be from any industry and meets the criteria for supporting the community, has shown growth and innovation in their business area, has held a positive impact on the local economy. They must have been in business for at least a year, and the business owner must be 35 years of age or younger.
The nominees for Young Entrepreneur of the Year presented by TriStar Industries are Kush Patel, Alexander Gibord, Kaylin DeViller, Logan D'Entremont, Chelsea Beliveau, Jordan Wu, DeAndre Smith, Sarah Gagnon, and Alex Morris. Congratulations to all the nominees.
So the honorable mentions are Lickety Splits Ice Cream and Defying Gravity Dance. And the winner is Maritime Mansion.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex Gibord and I am the general manager of, yes, I know I keep confusing everyone, we own the Levitt houses, the Guest Levitt House and the Levitt House, and you told me 2 years ago when we were in the basement of an apartment in Toronto in quarantine, looking up Victorian houses under 500,000, and we would find the Levitt houses, and here we are today. I would have thought you were crazy, but we're one of those pandemic people that moved here sight unseen, and it's been such a marvelous thing, and you've all been amazing, and we look forward to expanding these homes together as a beautiful destination inn and have a lovely community asset for you all to have lovely events in. So thank you for welcoming us and being part of this community. We love it. Thank you.
Next up, People's Choice, Best Place to Eat. And I'd like to ask Jamie Vacan, board member of the Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce, to come forward to present the award. The People's Choice Awards are new categories this year. Nominations were received in the same way as all other awards and then voted on by the public. The first People's Choice Award we are presenting tonight, Best Place to Eat.
The nominees for People's Choice Best Place to Eat are Argyler Lodge, Charlene's Kitchen, Honeybees, Old World Bakery and Deli, Wild Roots Restaurant, Gaia Global Kitchen, and Dairy Queen. Congratulations to all the nominees.
So there are no runner-ups, so I'll get right to it. Bain's Old World Bakery. Thank you, everybody. I just want to say thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and to be here tonight. And it's a great community, great people. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you.
All right, next up, the Resiliency Award. It's sponsored by Coastal Financial Credit Union, and I'd like to ask Rick Doucette of Coastal Financial to come forward to present this award. Actually, looks like Daryl's coming up, okay. The award is open to any business from any industry who's had to overcome obstacles during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the criteria for this award was to explain the challenges and adaptations the nominee exhibited during the COVID-19 pandemic in order for their business to maintain operations.
The nominees for the Resiliency Award presented by Coastal Financial Credit Union are Sweeney's Funeral Home, Honeybees, Evangeline Animal Hospital, Yarmouth Cleaning Ladies, Supernova Power Yoga, True by Hilton, Heritage Brewing Company, Defining Bodies, Ocean Pride Fisheries Limited, and Novatech Braids. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Good evening. Honorable mentions, Supernova Power Nova Yoga and Heritage Brewing. And the winner is Ocean Pride Fisheries.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy. Timing's a little off. I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for choosing Ocean Pride for this award. And this is only possible because of the hard work and dedication of our staff and management. Thank you.
Next award, Rising Star of the Year. This award sponsored by TD Canada Trust. And I'd like to invite Debbie Killam, Branch Manager, to come forward to present the award for Rising Star of the Year. A Rising Star Award goes to a locally owned business at least 1 year old, but less than 3 years old, or has had a new owner within the past 3 years. The winner has shown innovation, significant growth, and success within the local business community.
The nominees for the Rising Star of the Year Award presented by TD Canada Trust are Wordcraft Incorporated, Charlene's Kitchen, Galley South, Sister Sundays Cafe, Jade Therapies, Dogwood Lodge Pet Retreat, Ground Reaper, Level Sports Therapy, Boats Keg Distilling Company, Amy's Beauty Garden, Blueberry Fields Bakery Cafe, Wild Roots Restaurant, Mr. Gonzalez Mexican Cuisine, Inner Oaks Holistic Approach, and 2B Electric. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Hello, everyone. Our honorable mentions are Mr. Gonzalez and Wild Roots. And the winner, Wordcraft.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited. I want to thank the entire Wordcraft team. Two of the team are here tonight, Courtney and Danielle, and the other team members are here in spirit, Aaron, Lisette, and Hannah. I want to thank some of our clients. Many of them are here tonight. We couldn't do it without them. I really never intended to be here because I did not really want to be an entrepreneur. In fact, just a few years ago, I remember telling my boyfriend, quote, "I never want to own my own business," unquote. But somehow I got here, and it's very fitting that this is happening tonight, because tomorrow marks 3 years since I took the leap and started this business. And so this is a wonderful pre-third year anniversary gift. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, no, it's all good. Congratulations, Ingrid. Next award of the evening, Customer Service Award, this time through, sponsored by CIBC and Wood Gundy. I'd like to invite Charlene Frazier, who's the branch manager, to the stage to present the award. Now, in business, we all understand the importance of great customer service. The Customer Service Award is presented to a business and/or individual which demonstrates excellence in the service they provide and has gone above and beyond for what is required.
The nominees for the Customer Service of the Year Award presented by CIBC and Wood Gundy are Laura's Tastes, Sweeney's Funeral Home, Wordcraft Incorporated, Dylan Jacquard Rod Grand Hotel, Your Winner's World Acadia First Nation, Honeybees, True by Hilton, Axworthy, Saunier and Associates, Eden's Decor Store, Southwest Refrigeration Limited, RTL Training Services Limited, Topline Industrial Sales, and East Coast Scaffolding. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Thanks, Ray. Honorable mentions go to Rod Grand Hotel, Dylan Jacquard, and Southwest Refrigeration. And the winner is Honeybees.
Go up and say hi.
Thank you very much. I think I want the music continue. I don't know, I'm really shaking. I need a shot. Oh my God. And I can't see anything. It's too bright here. I see anybody here. Thank you so much. And I really didn't expect it, but really appreciate it. I think it was 5 years ago, 2017. I was here up for Small Business Award. We got the Honeybee, we got the awards. And now after 5 years, we are here again. And with the best customer service. Not too bad, eh? Now we've been here this October 2022, we've been 2 years in our anniversary for Honeybee, and we expanded in the restaurant size this year. And 2015, when we got the award, we were for just the ice cream side. Now we have a restaurant and then juice bar, and then we got, oh, I'm so nervous, oh my God. Yeah, and thank you so much, and then, well, I don't know what to say, I'm so nervous. It's wonderful. Yeah, and I will be here, and then we'll continue work hard for the best service and the best restaurant in town in Yarmouth. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. All right. Next up is one of the People's Choice Awards. This is Best Place to Shop. And I'm going to get Gloria Banks, a board member, of course, of Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce and of Grant Thornton, we already saw her before, to come forward and present the award.
The nominees for the People's Choice Best Place to Shop are Kohl's Yarmouth, The Style Merchant, and Tui's Country Store. Congratulations to all the nominees.
And the winner is Tui's Country Store.
Thank you, folks. After 30 years doing business in this beautiful town, we're grateful. Tui's got the best staff ever. Thanks.
Tui, she said to me as it came up, this is the best award because it's the best place to shop and it was chosen by the people, and I love that. Let's keep it rolling as we go right into an award that speaks directly to the impact that the business community has on the community at large with the Community Impact Award. And I'd like to ask Mary Thompson, board member of the Chamber, to the stage to present the Community Impact Award. Now, the award honors a business that has demonstrated exceptional public spirit through active staff participation in our community. The nominee will have shown its support for our community through sponsorships and charitable initiatives or by monetary or in-kind contributions.
The nominees for the Community Impact Award are Boost Flow Incorporated, Ocean Pride Fisheries, AF Terrio Shipyard, the Yarmouth Mall, and Sweeney's Funeral Home. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Tonight's honorable mention is Boost Flow and AF Terrio. Tonight's winner, the Yarmouth Mall.
Thank you to the Chamber for all that they do, and on behalf of the 300 plus people that work at the Yarmouth Mall who live and work and play in our communities, who are either maybe starting their first job as a youth member of our community or possibly as a senior coming after their other careers because they just like the fellowship and the social. We are a community shopping center. We like to support the events, the activities, the organizations. We invite you all to come to the center for your registrations, your fundraising, sponsorships, promotions. We love to be part of it all. The staff and the different stores and management that are within the building and the owners, Toulon Development Corporation, who are also a family that have been part of this community for over 40 years. We thank you. We appreciate it. We'll keep doing what we do.
Congratulations, Linda. All right, next up, the Tourism Business of the Year, and this award is sponsored by Yarmouth and Acadian Shores Tourism, or YASTA, and I would like to invite Malcolm Seaboyer of YASTA to come forward and present the Tourism Business of the Year Award. This award honors a business that supports the tourism industry in the Yarmouth and Acadian Shores region. They should be improving the allure of the community for tourists who visit the area, support the community, and have shown growth over the last year.
The nominees for the Tourism Business of the Year Award presented by Yarmouth and Acadian Shores Tourism Association are Nova Star Motel on the Lake, Deep Sky Eye, Tusket Island Tours, Rod Grand Hotel, True by Hilton, Bay Ferries, Trout Point Lodge, and Birchdale Lake. Congratulations to all the nominees.
A quick message from our CEO, Neil McKenzie, tonight. He can't be here. He was going to present. He's deep in the backwoods of Quinnen doing a photo shoot for astrotourism and outdoor experiences, so he gave you someone better. So, our honorable mentions are Tusket Island Tours and Birchdale. And the winner is the Deep Sky Eye Observatory from Quinnen.
Well, now, this is a surprise. So it wasn't about 2016 when we first opened up, and I remember going and talking to a good friend of mine from the Argyle municipality saying I want to open up an observatory for a tourism attraction, and he said, okay. My family said, you're nuts. Here we are now, 8 years later, helping to develop the astrotourism industry in southwest Nova Scotia, and it's been some incredible growth. We have something special, and the stars is one of them. Our communities are learning slowly on how to protect that. The Starlight Development Committee is large enough now that it's the Starlight Development Society as of probably November of this year to help develop the community in astrotourism. So even though I have my own business, my grander vision has always been to develop the industry of astrotourism and sharing the night sky with the world. Thank you to the Yarmouth Chamber of Commerce for this awesome award. It means a lot.
Congratulations, Tim. All right, next up, the Export Achievement Award, which is sponsored by Nova Scotia Business, Inc. And I'd like to ask Dan Surratt, Regional Development Business Advisor of NSBI, to come forward to present the Export Achievement Award. The Export Award recognizes a business that has demonstrated success in exporting goods or services and expanding its markets outside the local economy.
The nominees for the Export Achievement Award presented by Nova Scotia Business Incorporated are Clark's Harbour Seafoods Limited, Novatech Braid, Ocean Pride Fisheries, AF Terrio Shipyard, and Camo Seafoods. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Hi everyone. So we have honorable mentions, Clark's Harbour Seafood and Novatech Braids. And the winner is AF Terrio.
Thank you very much to the Yarmouth and Area Chamber for Commerce for this award. On behalf of the Terrio family, the managers, and all the amazing men and women, tradesmen and tradeswomen we have working at AF Terrio, thank you very much. It's a great honor to be grouped in with the other companies, all amazing companies in export business. Yeah, it's domestic markets. It's been a crazy couple of years. We all know. We don't even need to talk about it anymore. The export market has been even more difficult to manage. Things completely beyond our control, but we hang in there. We've got amazing people working for us. We partnered with a great company to produce the Hammerhead unmanned drone for the military, for most NATO navies. It's been a great product. We're looking at expanding the market, doubling capacity starting in December. It's been a great year, and we're looking forward to next year. And again, thank you very much to all our suppliers. There's a lot of companies here and industry that supports us. I can't do it alone, so thank you very much to everybody, and have a great night.
Congratulations. All right, next award is another People's Choice Award. This is Community Champion. And I'd like to ask Carrie Muse, President of the Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce, to come forward to present that award.
The nominees for the People's Choice Community Champion are Coastal Financial Credit Union, Nick Hilton, Steve Barry, Bill Vino, Tri-County Women's Center, and Phil Mooney. Congratulations to all the nominees.
And the winner is Nick Hilton.
Thank you very much. It's hard to stand up here and kind of accept an award for volunteerism. There's no one on that list that gets involved for the recognition, and I would just want to give a special shout out to the names on that list. I know how much work fellow councillor Steve Barry does for this community, former councillor Phil Mooney, Financial Credit Union, Bill, the Tri-County Women's Center. I hope I'm not forgetting any, but just the amount of work and hours that they put into our community is amazing. Two things I thought of when I received the nomination. First, the person that nominated me, I don't know who it was, I appreciate that, but usually when you submit nominations, it's usually someone that's a dedicated volunteer that knows how much work is being put in and probably deserves an award themselves. So I thank them for that. And the second thing is the special relationship between volunteers and local businesses. Many of the organizations that I support or volunteer for could not be possible without the support of everyone in this room. So I thank you for all your kind donations and support throughout. Just before I leave, a couple interesting facts I want to share with you. Some of the groups I'm involved in, Friends of Yarmouth Shores Cleanup Project has removed 75,000 pounds of trash off our local beaches and ditches this year alone. Yarmouth Trails Organization has hand shoveled 400 tons of gravel to fill and take care of the trails that we all take for granted. The Splash Park Committee in 1 year has created a destination in itself outside of Mariner Center, and that opened in under 11 months after raising $400,000, with many of the donations coming from the people in this room. I'm on the board of the Yarmouth Golf and Country Club and Curling Clubs. That's kind of where I started my role. We are hosting the Canadian Seniors Curling Championships here in Yarmouth in December, the 4th to the 10th. We look forward to seeing you all here. Some of the world's best curlers will be here. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Nick. All right, we're into the home stretch now. Next award, Small Business of the Year, sponsored by the Business Development Bank of Canada. And I'd like to ask Adam Johnson and Tyler Scott of BDC to come forward and present that award, Small Business Award. The nominee can be from any industry and meets the criteria for supporting the community, has shown growth and innovation in its business area, has had a positive impact on the local economy, and has 10 or less employees.
The nominees for Small Business of the Year presented by BDC are Chelsea Beliveau Photography, Bean Construction, Defying Gravity Dance Academy, Wordcraft Incorporated, Sweeney's Funeral Home, Charlene's Kitchen, Yarmouth Cleaning Ladies, Old World Bakery and Deli, Braymac Plumbing and Heating, Heidi Kenny Hair Studio, Eris Electrolux, 340 Automotive, Duprat Designs, and Heritage Brewing Company. Congratulations to all the nominees.
This year's honorable mentions for the Small Business of the Year award are Charlene's Kitchen and Yarmouth Cleaning Ladies. And the winner for this year's Small Business of the Year award is Heritage Brewing Company.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to the Chamber of Commerce. What an honor it is to be here. It was only a few years ago that we attended the Business Awards at the Grand Hotel and received Rising Star of the Year. So it's exciting to be here a few years later and accept this award. Looking around, there's a lot of thank yous, and I don't even want to start to name names or businesses because I'd forget some. But for the folks in the room, there's a number of businesses here in the room. If it wasn't for your support over the years, we wouldn't be here. The patrons in the room who visit our tap room, thank you. Again, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Our families and friends who have volunteered their time just to support us and help us get where we are, a big, big thank you. And I just want to give a special shout out to Gabby Hurlbert behind me here. She took over our business as general manager a few years ago, just before COVID. And she's really seen us through some very difficult times. I remember I went in to check in during the height of COVID with her to see how things were going, and she was sitting by the front door running cans and growlers of beer out for folks for curbside delivery. So she jumped in and really saw us through some difficult times. So a special thank you to her as well. Thanks.
Next award, Large Business of the Year, and it's sponsored by the town of Yarmouth. I'd like to ask Mayor Pam Mood to come forward and present the award. The nominee can be from any industry and meets the criteria for supporting the community, has shown growth and innovation in its business area, and has had a positive impact on the local economy.
The nominees for Large Business of the Year presented by the town of Yarmouth are Gaia Global Kitchen, Clark's Harbor Seafood Limited, Boats Keg Distilling Company, Honeybees, Novatech Braid, True by Hilton, City Drug Store, Ocean Pride Fisheries, Canadian Tire Yarmouth, and Camo's Seafood. Congratulations to all the nominees.
I love nothing more than a big crowd in this town. The honorable mentions for Large Business of the Year are Canadian Tire and Honeybees. And the winner is City Drug Store.
Thank you. We'd just like to say thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for everything they do in putting on this event, as well as we thank you for the amazing award. And we'd also like to thank our staff, which basically allows us to do what we do, and for the community to supporting our business. Thank you.
All right, we're down to the last category. That category is Business Leader of the Year. This award sponsored by Scotiabank. And at this time, I'd like to ask Donna Matheson to come forward to present that award. The award recognizes an individual displaying outstanding leadership in the business community. That individual will have had outstanding contributions to the business environment, shows excellence in their field, inspires others, and has positively impacted the community at large.
The nominees for Business Leader of the Year presented by Scotiabank are Jana Jeffrey, Hannah Rhino Milo, Ingrid Dion, Doug Jones, Azur Razvi, Caitlin Weigel, Jeff Little, Gilles Theriault, and Darcy DeSutter. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Good evening, everyone. Business Leader of the Year, honorable mention, Doug Jones, Canadian Tire. And the winner, Jeff Little.
Well, thank you. A huge thank you to the chamber. You know, it's easy being a good leader when you have a great team. And I'll tell you, we have an amazing team at Little Chevrolet and our new team members at CarStar as well. You know, the team's outstanding and is at the top of everything we do, you know, in sales, customer service, vehicle repair, everything we do. So a huge thank you to our team. But you know, the other thing is, and I think it's so important, and we've heard it tonight, everybody's echoed it, you know, it's easy being a good leader when you have a great team, and in turn that you have a great team that runs a great business, but you also need to have a great community that supports the businesses. And Yarmouth is fabulous. You know, I'll give you an example of, and we've heard this so many different times, but there's two charities I've been very fortunate to be a part of over the last probably 6 years now. And that's the Yarmouth Hospital Foundation and the 100 Guys Who Share. And just to give you an idea how amazing the community is, our community is at giving back to the community itself. Those two charities alone in 6 years, when you combine what they've raised, it's $1 million. And that's Yarmouth, right? Like a small community. So it's absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Congratulations, Jeff. And a huge congratulations to everybody. Let's have a grand applause for all of our winners tonight. Thank you all for being here and supporting this. We hope you've enjoyed your evening. We can't wait for the next Business Awards. Let's not wait 3 years to do it this time through. Fingers crossed on that one. All right, a huge thank you again to our presenting sponsors, RBC and Grant Thornton. Thank you to our gold sponsors, CJLS, CBDC Yarmouth, Bank of Montreal, and Conrad Hurlbert LeBlanc. And a round of applause for my co-host, Candace Phibbs.
I'm just going to throw it back to you. Wade Cleveland, round of applause. Great job as tonight's MC. And to the chambermaids, amazing band for rocking it tonight.
So what are you looking forward to in the next year? I know your presidency is coming up shortly, but you know, what's on the slate for the chamber for the up and coming year?
Well, we're really looking forward to the next month because we are launching the Evergreen Festival downtown. So Rick Albright, he got a grant for us to have a kind of amped up Christmas celebration. So we have new lights and a light show and all kinds of activities. There's a little 1.5 kilometer downtown run on the 17th of December with a big blow-up reindeer at the Grand Hotel, and you're just going to see, you know, a really neat downtown feeling this year with the Evergreen Festival. We're looking forward really to doctor recruitment. I mean, that's kind of become one of our big focuses is to really have a big impact there. So we've got lots on the go there, site visits and things happening there. And supporting our businesses, we have a lot of courses that are always ongoing. And training is huge. I'm actually looking at doing a session in January on employee health and wellness and fitness and how to get your employees moving more and stuff. So we're looking at some stuff like that too to get our businesses, you know, kind of in the know about how to improve your employees' health at work and stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff we're looking at.
If anybody's looking for more information about the Yarmouth and Area Chamber of Commerce, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Probably our Facebook page, or get our number on a Facebook page and give the office a call. Tracy's happy to talk to anybody. And we're also going to have our AGM in March, and that's always a nice event. And we kind of turn the page over to our new incoming executive and board members. And we are looking for a couple of board members too. So yeah, we really welcome new involvement, new ideas. Oh, and the other thing I need to tell you is November 30th, we're going to have our first newcomers event in tandem with the NSCC. They're going to be hosting it. And Mary Thompson, the principal there, she's very excited to partner with us on that. She's also a board member. And we're going to start welcoming newcomers and have them come to NSCC and hear from a few people, business leaders and recreation people, and answer questions about things to do in town, and kind of network those people into the community, because we've had so many people move here and we really need to be able to reach out and welcome them.
I'm Gary Nickerson.
And I'm Quinn Taggart.
And this has been Outside My Window.